right, everybody, this is just practical walking through the garden. What's a weed, what's not a weed, where to step, kind of thing. So here, this is side one of the garden, is closest to the greenhouse. And we have a little trail here for you to walk on, made out of pine shavings. This is a safe space for you to walk where you won't walk on any plants. But when you're in this area next to the peas, you'll notice that it's a little hard to see right now the plants that are here. So just anywhere where there's a space and there's a good sized plant, just please don't step there. Try and stay on the perimeter as much as possible. There are no plants right here. Because pretty soon this section will also have newspaper and pine shavings on it. So you don't want to step on the plant so that we can get a good harvest going forward. So you can walk along this and you're safe not to step on anything. Now, if you're weeding, then this is a pretty weedy spot. We haven't fixed it yet for fall crops. But you'll notice things like this plant here. This is called Nutsedge, and there's yellow and there's purple nutsedge, and it's really hard to pull up. And the way that it spreads is through sedges, little nuts underneath the soil. And when you pull it up, then you disturb the nut and you cause it to germinate. So if it's wet and you want to pull this up, pull it up, but please take it with you because it can also germinate from its leaves. And we have a pile right over there and one right over here where you can put your weeds, or you can put it in this handy dandy bucket of weeds. So that's how to walk around on this side, following the trails or in the ditch of rocks. This is our drainage ditch. Water from the parking lot comes down this way and follows a ditch out into the woods. If you are on side two, field number 2 is a little different. You kind of just walk anywhere here. Through the garden, you'll see different places where we've stepped, especially with peas. And that's a good trajectory to follow when you're harvesting peas. So you step here, you got to take some big steps so you don't get all tangled up. We had a deer come and lay down right there earlier in the season, and it munched a little bit, but it also began a nice path for us so that you can definitely just walk through the okra. Over here soon will be the same as where the cauliflower is. These are butternut squash. We don't want to squash those. They'll start vining out here shortly, but as you can tell, we're putting down some newspaper to try and hold back the insane amount of nutsedge. So any questions about walking through, or what is and is not a weed, any kind of grass, any kind of nutsedge, you are welcome to pull whenever you feel like it. All right, thanks.